Okay, welcome back guys. We have a question from chapter 4 and we have these 20 Newton horizontal force applied perpendicular to the handle of the socket wrench. We need to determine the magnitude and the coordinate direction angles of the moment rated by this force about point O. So as always, the main thing that we need to figure out in this question is the moment about O. And for that, we need to find the position vector and the force in a vector form to find the moment about point O. So before we start, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and share the content with your friends that might find this helpful. And let me know if you have any specific problem from the 3 textbooks that we are covering in the channel. Then I can make a video for the next videos in the channel. So before we start, we need to find the position vector or R. And as we talked about it in previous video, any lines that connect the point that we are finding the moment about, which in this question is point O, to the line of action of the force, which in this question will be this, can be our R. So since we have some information about point A regarding the angles in the question, we know this angle here is 15 degrees. We can find the coordinates of the point A. So what we need to do for R is the line that connects O to A, which we're going to show ROA. So the next step is finding the ROA. And for that, since O is in the origin, so XYZ component will be 0, 0, 0. All we need to do is to find the coordinates of A minus O. And as I said, O is our origin, so all we need to do is to find the coordinates of point A. And if you want to do that, we have, so I'm gonna do this perpendicular line in here. So we have this right triangle in here that we can see, and from that we can find our XYZ component of point A. And if we want to start with the X, we'll see that this side over here would be our X component, which is obviously in the positive side, and we know the hypotenuse is 200 millimeter, which is the length of the socket wrench. So we have 200 times sine of 15 as for the I, and for Y component we basically have this one, which will be 200 times cosine of 15 degrees, and we are on the positive side of Y2, so plus 200, and the last one would be our Z component, and as we can see, the distance would be from point O to over here, which we know is 75 millimeter, and it is positive 2. And all these dimensions are based on millimeter, which if we wanted to have R by meter, we need to divide everything by 1,000. And if we do that and calculate all this I and J, for I component we get 0.052. That would be our I. We have 0.193 for J, and for K we have 75 divided by 1,000, which is, now we have our R based on meter this time as opposed to millimeter. So the first part of the question, which was finding the distance vector or position vector, is complete, and we have our R. Next step, we need to move on to finding F in a vector form. I'm gonna show F in different color. So this will be our F in here. Over here I'm showing it in green, and as I said, we have this angle over here, and we have a video in the channel for a trick for finding the angle. And whenever we have two angles like this, which each side is perpendicular to the other one, so here we have this one perpendicular to one side and these two angles that I'm showing in red are the same. So we can find something very similar in this question too. So if we get back to the question here, so we have the angle. So we see that one side of this is perpendicular to one side, and the other side, which is this one, is perpendicular to the other side of the wrench handle. And I'm just gonna clean this up. So we see that this angle is also perpendicular, as we can see in the question. So if that's the case, we know these two angles here, which we know is 15 degree, and here are the same. And if you figure this out, the rest of this would be pretty simple. So if we want to find the f in a vector form, so we have this right angle over here, and we know that the hypotenuse, which is the force, is 2, which is 20 Newton. And let's start with the x component. So this will be our x component, and as we can see, so like I'm not showing this like very good because this green line is supposed to be perpendicular to x. So if we want to show like better, it should be something like that. But it's just a figure. It should be parallel as long as we have the right angles in here to y-axis, which will be the case for x2. X will be perpendicular to y-axis. So now that we know this is our x component, we have obviously we are in the negative direction of x, so we have minus 20 times cosine of 15 degrees for f for I component. And this will be our, since this is the direction for the force, this will be our y and this will be our x. Y will be positive because we are in the positive direction, and it will be this time sine of 15. And as we can see, the force F is in the xy plane. There is no z component. We are in the same level of 75 millimeter on z axis. So that's why we don't have any z component. So that was the main part of this question. The rest would be finding the determinant that we have for moment. So we have ijk, and here if we want to find the force, we'll get minus 19.32 for I, and here we have 5.16 for j. So we have in the second row our ROA, which is 0.052, 0.193, 0.057, 75, and we have in here minus 19.32, 5.176, 0. So all we need to do in here is finding the determinant that we have. And as we covered in the previous two videos for finding the determinant or the moment in 3D, so for I, we basically cover I, and we have these two multiplying to each other minus this. So the first part will be 0.193 times 0 minus 0.176. This will be our I. And for j, this time we cover j, and we have a negative sign for j, which is coming from the formula for determinant. We have 0 times 0.52 minus 0.075 times minus 19.32. And the last one for k, we have 0.052 times minus 0.93 times minus 19.32. And this will be our, so if we calculate this, we'll end up with the moment for each component. We'll get minus 0.388 for I, minus 1.449 for j, and plus 4 for k. And all the force, the force that we have in here is based on Newton, and we already found R based on meter, so the unit will be Newton meter. And that was the magnitude of, so we found the moment in a vector form, but the question is asking for the magnitude and the direction angles of the moment. So let's go with the magnitude first. So if we want to find the magnitude, we simply have the square root of each component. So we have x squared plus y squared plus z squared, and if we find this, we'll get 4.27 Newton meter. And the last step would be the finding the angle, which for that we simply have, if we want to find the angle with x-axis, which we show it with alpha, we simply have cosine reverse of mx divided by m, and mx refers to the x component of the moment, and m will be simply the magnitude that we found in here. So for the angle with x-axis, we have minus 0.388 divided by 4.27, and if we get that, we'll get 95.2 degrees. We show the angle with y-axis with beta, which will be my divided by m. So we have minus 1.449 divided by 4.27, and this will be 110 degrees. And the last one would be the angle with z-axis, which we show it with gamma, and we have mz divided by m, cosine reverse of what we found for z component, which is 4 divided by 4.27, and this will be 20.6 degrees. That would be the final answer for this question. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel and share this content with your friends that might find this helpful. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one.